still here.
We're
Still,
live. Okay. I think we did it.
we did it, but I don't. Okay, let me do this.
Are you still on the old chat?
Yes,
All right,
and
they'll find us. They eventually will
okay,
find
there's
us.
the new one. And wait a minute, now you're
Margaret
in
will,
my headphones and you're in front of me. It's crazy.
Margaret and Karen will be the first ones here. They always.
Okay,
Sorry about that. Kimberly, I was so
Kimberly.
wrong. Good morning, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly. Forgive
I
me for
said
looking down.
there's
I'm
Melissa.
yay! We did
Good
it.
morning, everybody. I don't know. I don't know. This worked for Sid and then not for I don't know. Whatever. We're here, Michelle. Life is good.
I'm gonna shut off so that I can't hear it in my phone.
Okay.
There we go.
So,
Woohoo!
Marianne, can we chat for just a second before we get started? What do you mean pouncing on my guest before I can pounce on my guest? What do you mean? We're gonna have to have some phenomena words, ma'am. I'm just messing with you. I am just messing with you. If I had been able to hop on your other lives, I would have been able to know that, but my life is a little bit crazy. So, anywho, how is everybody this morning? Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I am so good. It has
Good.
been.
Alma's here. I haven't seen Rockin' Alma in so long. Hi, Mary.
Okay, I don't know. I'm
Where
not
the
looking
heck?
at the chat. Forgive me. I'm not looking at the chat.
Oh, that's right. I now that I have it here, I can see both. So that's
See,
cool.
that means I'm doing a lot of this, and it means you get a lot of the hat.
How did it go yesterday dropping your son off?
Oh, it went like clockwork. And I'll share with you what I shared with Marianne's crew yesterday. One of the back things that hasn't been publicly discussed is with my son. He of course did a program in his university that supported students with intellectual disabilities for a
Okay.
number of years. He excelled at it, but he's my son. Did you expect any different? Yes, I am totally bragging. Anyway, part of the things that they were supposed to do, they haven't done. Okay, most of the things they haven't done them. But the blessing was he is an undergraduate student. He's now a junior, and
Okay.
that
Nice.
so he has really come into his own, and he advocates for himself beautifully for the most part, but he does not like confrontation. And that's a problem because when someone hasn't paid you, you
Right.
need to advocate to get paid.
Absolutely.
And he was like, Mom, I can't get them to, you know, do what they're supposed to do and to pay me my money. I
Right.
said, no problem. I'll take care of it.
Mama's on it.
I said, how much mama would you like? He was like,
Right?
all the mama. I want all the mama.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they got all the mama. Mama showed up into the office, and the lady was like, "I'm a big fan of your son." And my reply was, "I really don't care.
I don't,
Yeah,
he needs money and you owe him. Yeah.
yeah."
Hold
And
on one second. I
of
do
course,
not know how to up Michelle's mic. And
Michelle will take care of that. Hold on.
okay, because Marianne's telling me to utilize her mic and I have no idea what that means. So
I
I'm just
do.
okay. I'm
That's
just
if I
gonna
have
keep
it.
talking because I, like I've told you guys a million times, the IT guy at work used to call me his job security. So I
He
do
knows
not
my
know
face.
any of these words. I mean, I know what the word mic means, but other than that,
I actually have a mic, and the question is, did I remember to bring it outside?
good morning, Thrifty. Good morning, everybody. So wait a minute. I clicked on audio. Oh wait, no, that says to mute her. I don't want to mute it.
She can't hear me.
Edit mic settings. Echo cancellation. Oh, here, let me do this. No, it won't let me do that either. I'm gonna end up muting you, and I don't want to do that. So
Okay,
Hello,
cool.
Louise. Good afternoon from across the pond. Good morning. While you're digging in there, I'll say hi to everybody.
Okay.
Melissa and Manamana and Sid's here and Michelle is here. Who else? We got Sid and Thrifty and woohoo! We got the gang. And now we got
I,
Fritzy barking. We don't know why.
I am going to
Good
send a
morning,
text
Raylene.
to my son to see if I can get him to bring it out without getting on camera.
Well, he can come on if he wants to. That's fine.
He doesn't. I mean, that's an adamant no.
Fritzy, we don't need your barking. That'll do. It's almost as if he answered me. Did you hear him? He's like, whatever. That will do. And while you're also doing that, Margaret, I saw that you put up the Ragosa Rose block, and that's really beautiful. I love it. Thank you for putting that up there. Fritzy, hey.
Guys, he is not going to know what I'm asking for. So I'm going to disappear for a second. But
Ready? I'm going to make you disappear. Abracadabra, poof. There you go.
I'll be right back.
I can't juggle either, so forget it.
I can't ride a bike. So there you go. News you know. There's my chair. Say hi.
Oh, you guys are so fun. Good morning, everybody. How is everything? And again, sorry about the switching over to this live. I thought I had all the kinks worked out. Sid, if you could tell me what happened when you clicked the link I sent you, let me know, because I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between the link I sent you and the link I sent Michelle. So, well, that was really quick.
It was in the living room.
Oh, you're like lightning.
Sometimes I think faster than I move.
You're greased lightning. So greased lightning. You know I had to sing. You know I did.
I needed it.
I had a lot of sleep. Well, I slept until 4:30, so that's a lot of sleep. Too much. So,
never too
also
much. That's Luther Vandross.
Right.
Ooh.
Also, this is what I started. So it's going to be, it's got picos in it.
Ooh.
So I'm calling it the Pico Boo poncho.
I like that.
And I did have it much further than it was. And then I realized I made a mistake. So I had to frog out about 13 rows. Yeah, that, not a happy moment. I was grumpy there for a moment, but I got over it.
There we go. I am trying to make this
work.
I
hear better now.
Yeah, it's the difference of a microphone.
I don't have a microphone.
I do, because I saw it on a lightning deal. Don't you just love seeing all the top of my head?
Well, actually, I have one. I just don't use it. You have to mute something because we're echoing. Maybe your computer or your something's echoing since you plugged in the microphone.
Yeah, it's the microphone that's echoing. It's like, okay, do we have a mic or no? Let me. So, do I just need to turn it off?
Yeah, since you plugged in the mic, I hear myself twice.
Okay. I'm going to turn that off.
There you go. No, see, I'm still hearing it. Are you guys all hearing an echo? Where'd everybody go? They stopped talking to us. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, now you're turned off completely. Now all I can. Are you there, Bueller? No, still not hearing you. There you go.
No. Yeah. I need the mic. You're going to get an echo.
All right. Hey, life is good.
I have a question.
Do it.
Do you have your phone still active in addition to whatever you're streaming on? Meaning, do you have more than one device open?
No.
Okay, then I don't know.
I just looked at. Let me wait. Hold up. It could be one of three places. So hold up. Let me look here. No, I don't have it anywhere. So we're good.
Okay.
And I'm the one that's supposed to be doing the questions.
I'm an Aries. I take over all the time. You just have to deal with it.
When's your birthday?
March 21st.
My daughter's March 31st.
Mm.
And my grandson's March 7th.
But he's a Pisces.
Okay. I am a Leo, and I am all Leo. I am ridiculous Leo.
But I love you.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a Leo to a fault. It's funny because I'll read the definition thinking, oh, come on. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah. Here's how I sum it up. I will give you the shirt off my back, but don't you dare try and take it. Right?
Yes, this is the fire sign in general.
Yeah.
Me, I won't necessarily give you the shirt off my back. I will make a shirt for you. But if you dare to wear that shirt and do something in my name that's ugly, I will set you and that shirt on fire.
Oh my gosh. I knew I was going to love talking to you. All right. So let's start the fun questions. And I'm doing these all by memory because I deleted my sheet. So here we go.
Let's ask all the questions.
What made you turn on that camera and say, I'm doing this? I'm talking to the world.
Honestly, it's been something I've been thinking about for over 2 years.
Wow.
I was in a relationship with someone who I've been in a relationship with for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And to know me is to know that my animals all have personalities and voices. And I do all the personalities and voices for all my animals. And they this is why we get along.
So do I.
But they kept saying, you're hilarious. You should do a YouTube channel around the characters of your animals because people would love that. I'm like, go away. You're crazy. Leave me alone. And then like last year, in fact, a year ago, July, I decided maybe I could. And a lot of things happened. I started getting my son ready for school again. I got busy. It went on the back burner. It didn't happen. This spring, and I'm sure many of your viewers know, if you don't know, I'm sure you might even know, there was we'll call it an earthquake in the crochet community.
Yes.
And different people chose different sides. And I'm not going to get into that because at the end of the day, it had nothing to do with Michelle. But it made me say I don't want to have a channel.
Yeah.
And as things calmed down and cooled down, and I watched the different parts that had impact of this situation continue to grow and thrive and really come into their own, it made me think I've always wanted to see a channel where I could just click them on, watch them, maybe enjoy a little bit of a conversation with them, but ultimately sit with them and crochet.
Mm-hmm.
They're there crocheting, doing their thing like they're in the room with me. I'm here crocheting and I'm doing my thing, and we don't actually have to talk. I wanted that space. And I looked for it and I didn't see it in my vibe. So I created it.
And I love it.
That's what propelled me to do what I do. I had no idea I was going to turn into a little mini preacher.
Well,
but
that note, I literally have enjoyed so many, like I find myself talking to you while you're talking to the camera. Just like we're sitting here right now. I'm like, yes, absolutely. And I love it. And you said something already this morning that I'm going to take heed on.
What did
use your voice? Use your voice, you said. If it's deserved to you, use your voice. Well, I am busting my butt at the fair. I'm talking busting my butt, and I'm getting nothing back. No, nothing. So today I'm putting my foot down and I'm like, I need you people to give me either constructive criticism or total criticism Or how about a drink of water when I'm there and the doors are closed and it's 157 degrees in there? You know what I mean? So through your advice, I'm finding my voice today, and I'm going to be like, listen, this isn't what I signed up for. So they're like, we're only going to pay you for the week of the fair. Well, what about how many hours
Oh,
am I?
hell no.
How many hours am I up there now? You know, I'm actually bringing River Life with me this morning to show him what I've done so he can see how much I've already put into it. And he can be there when I find my voice and be like, yeah, she's been up there just as a little bit of backup. You know what I mean? Plus, I want him to see it. He hasn't seen it.
Of course.
So I look for your videos every morning now, and I wait. I'm like, what is she going to help me do today? What is she going to help me see today? And then to sit quietly and crochet with you, I love it. So I was waiting for your space as well. And I thank you for turning that on.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I think a lot of us here were waiting for you. And thank you. That's cool. And you know what? This is such a great little community we have here. Even just like there's 25 people watching right now. This group right here, this core group, I don't know what I would do without my mornings with these guys. I really do. I love my mornings. I look for everybody. I'm like, where are they? Here they come. Here they come. And the dynamic we all have, and you just fit right in perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I love it. Could you imagine if we were all at a cafe?
Oh my goodness. At that point, there would be no coffee because I would drink it all. And all the baristas would have left from behind the counter and joined our crew.
Come and sit. Well, absolutely. Or they'd have kicked us out. Uh-oh, you just went dark. You just went no audio. Yeah, videos are a hug from her. You're just going to have to learn to read lips or do sign language. I can't.
No.
Oh, there you are.
It turned off because I hit the button. I'm super intelligent.
Yeah, it absolutely would, Margaret. By the way, did you notice Margaret's new dress today?
I did.
First of all, that's a perfect name for you, Margaret.
Did Margaret notice that I was number 15?
I think I was 14. Yep. The Farm with Al. You are so right, Marianne. Oh my goodness. She just said all of us at the Farm with Al.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. So Mary, it's called Yes, Michelle Crochets. And if Margaret, if you have a second, could you please pop up the link to it so we can share the love? So
I have to share with you guys because of course I'm a little bit off my cookies. and the coffee is not in her big 40-ounce cup. She is only, she's a Venti.
Oh, you went your audio. Okay. Thank you for putting that link up. And yes, lemon drops are wonderful, especially when Lori's around. I don't know if she's on this morning, but yeah, lemon drops are wonderful.
Is that better?
That is better.
This one is tired.
All right. Well, that one needs a nap. We're going to put it in timeout.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So those of you that this is your first time seeing me with a guest, I just wanted to reiterate, when I bring on a guest here on the weekends or usually on Wednesdays, it's to bring in channels that haven't hit the huge mark yet. I want to share our camaraderie with those channels that are a little bit smaller than the bigger ones. So that's what I'm trying to do here, is to share the love across the smaller channels. All the big guys have all their big stuff, you know what I mean? But I really want to make sure us little who's down in Whoville also get the benefit of sharing the love with our subscribers. So that's what we're doing here today with Michelle, and we're doing a special Saturday one because Michelle has lots of little people running around her every day. And, we couldn't just put them in timeout and say, just wait. So, oh, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here, and I'm gonna share something with you, and I'm gonna put it up to the screen so that you can see what I see. Thank you. Do you see that? Wait a minute. Here we go.
there you go.
I have one more.
All right, everybody. We need one more subscriber to hit 200. Come on. Come on. Pounce. I know there's somebody out there. There's 24 of us out there. Come on.
I won't reply to all of those right now.
I try to reply to everybody at least with a thumbs up or with
I literally
or something.
verbally reply to everybody. I just know that because I'm a chatty Patty in every sense of the word, I'm chatty in my conversation. Hello, Isabel. You are number 200.
Yay! We did it.
Thank you.
There you go. The yarn is in the window, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Isabel, do me a favor. Leave me a comment on any video. I'll see it. And make sure that I have access to get in touch with you. I have something for you. I didn't intend to do something publicly to say, oh, get me to X, because I didn't want people to subscribe just to win something.
Yeah.
I literally was watching. So I knew when I was going to get there, this was what I wanted to do. So
that is so awesome. All right, next question.
Yes.
What started your crafting journey? What was the first craft that pulled you in and said, I can create this, I can make this? What started it for you?
Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts. I was a Girl Scout, excuse me, and unfortunately for many of those years, my mother was my Girl Scout leader. And to have listened, to have listened to a number of my videos, you would know I didn't have the best relationship with my mother. My mother was my tormentor.
Okay.
So coming from that experience, anything that had to do with art, I ran from for years. Headed to college, I caught the flu. So I couldn't hang out with my friends. I couldn't even go to class because I was so sick. And my roommate said she was headed to Walmart. So I asked her if she would pick me up a set of not crochet, but a set of knitting needles, a skein of yarn, I didn't care what color, and a Learn to Knit book. I figure it can't be that hard. It's that hard. and
Amen.
And I can do it. But at that time, I had no experience with it. I had never seen anyone knit. I knew I didn't want to learn to crochet because my mom crocheted, and anything she did, I didn't want to do.
Yep.
So I'm sick with this. And she brought home the book by Stephen King, Misery.
Good book.
So very good book. So I spent 2 weekends in my room learning how to knit. And of course, this is before the internet. So it wasn't like I could just pull up a YouTube video or Google how or Jeeves or Bonzi. Remember Bonzi?
I
Bonzi
do.
was the beginning of the internet. So all before that, there was me. Okay, Marian, I don't know what you're saying, but I'll listen in a minute.
Isabel said that she's in Australia. Thank you for the gift, but please give it to someone else. And Marianne said she would let you know that.
Okay. She and I together will pick somebody.
Okay.
So, but thank you, Australia. So I ended up learning how to knit, and I remember the book. In fact, I want to say Evie somebody is the author of the Learn to Knit book. It was a leisure arts book.
Oh.
And in it, there were all these different, patterns or whatever. There were cables. I learned how to do that. But there was this puppy. that you made in 2 panels.
Okay.
And I made this puppy, and I love this puppy. I had this puppy until my daughter finally lost it when she was like 6. But that was my parlay for knitting. I continued to knit until I was on bed rest with my son. And I said, I need something different. I need something that I can work up faster, that's a little more portable, that no one has to worry about me sticking them with a knitting needle, because, yeah, I had aggression issues.
Oh, you want a sweater? Here.
Here's your sweater.
Here's your sweater. And take the needle too.
So I decided to learn to crochet. I learned by literally buying a hook and some yarn, no book. I'm on my bed. I figured out a chain, like, oh, okay, this is what a chain is. Then I'm doing these random stitches, having no idea what they're called. And it was wonky and wide here and narrow here. Yeah, but it worked.
That's awesome. Do you do any other kind of crafting as well, or is it just yarn related?
I don't know if there is one I don't do. I do embroidery. I don't like cross stitch, but I can do it. I can sew by hand. I cannot use a sewing machine. And plastic canvas. I remember you mentioning that the other day, and I was looking at some of those books going, I've had those books.
Those are my nemesis.
I love plastic canvas.
Karen is my savior with that. And if I ever have another grandchild, Karen will be making the Easter basket, because I'm one and done, and that'll do. I survived it. I will play with it again, because for my birthday, I was sent some really cool stuff from Monique and Melissa. So I will try it again, but oh man, I'm telling you, not my favorite. And as far as the sewing machine goes, I have a brand new one sitting right here. I haven't even taken it out of the package yet. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's even like Wi-Fi. What am I just going to tell it to sew something? I don't know. But anyway, it's here. I'm going to hit a button and say, make me a shirt, and see what happens.
Okay. Make me a dress.
Oh, it's so funny.
So yeah, I do a lot of crafts.
That's awesome. And that's
although I can't draw very well, both of my children are really great artists. I am not.
Nice. Well, they get the creative gene, so it's just all a matter of how it comes out.
Yeah, it really does.
That's cool. Yeah, I find that crafting and having many outlets helps you not get bored, right? So that way you can move on. So speaking of that, what do you do if your Crojo just goes? If you say to yourself, you pick up the needle and you're like, or the hook, and you're just like, I can't do it.
I pick up a different needle and a different yarn, or I look for inspiration in some other format. One of the things about having so many different activities in my natural life go on, I don't have time to not have Crojo. I have procrastination, but I never have a lack of Crojo.
Right.
Whether it is a blanket that I am literally on row 118 and need to get to row 283.
Okay. Glass half full. Glass half full.
Glass half full. Girl, I need to have it done in a month. And these are single stitches with bopples. So we are not.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to get our truck on the road.
Yeah, you did. But good morning, Amber. Sorry.
Hey, Amber. No. But
she slept in. She's on vacation. So here's a question I haven't asked others. How did you find?
Ma'am is upstairs. Hi. Yes, and forgive me, I'm on a live.
Hi, neighbor.
No, neighbor, that's Amazon.
Oh, hi, Amazon.
Nice. I was serious. I don't like to go out. I'm very antisocial.
Oh, I hear you. I have a thing tonight, and I'm like, kind of dreading it. But anyway, how did you find Fortunate Creations? How did you find me?
You were mentioned on Manamana's channel.
Thank you, Marianne.
And like I told her yesterday, I had been following her, though I hadn't been commenting pretty much since the beginning of her channel. And she just mentioned you in passing.
Yeah.
So that was on a Friday. That Saturday morning, I got up. I was going to go have my eyes examined, and you popped up as a recommendation. So I clicked it. I was like, "Oh, that's that lady she was talking about. Let me see." Oh my gracious! I was whooped.
Ah,
Like I almost ended up being late for my eye appointment for watching you. I didn't even want to say goodbye. I remember saying goodbye, and you were like, "Oh, goodbye, Michelle. Hope to see you again soon." And I'm like,
I'm here. Well, you're part of the crew now, so you're not going anywhere. We
"Mm-mm."
have we are the creators. I'm gonna make our little T-shirt that you're part of the crew, the creators.
Okay.
um, is there one craft that you've tried that you're like, I'm not doing that again?
I don't know. I don't know. Um, I some of my backstory is I am a Wilton certified cake decorator. I can do the
Oh
fondant, the
wow,
buttercream.
I like
I
cake. Sexy.
I don't do it anymore.
Dang.
I don't do it anymore. I probably will at some point again. I've had trigger thumb surgery. I need to have surgery on the two middle fingers, and I need to have carpal tunnel surgery. And I'm
Oh
really
yeah.
not feeling that whole surgery thing because I'm just not. I'm lazy. And when do I have time?
Right.
It's not. I've looked at the calendar through 2026. There's no room.
The only
So
surgery
yeah,
in my life is Fritzy. I have his scheduled for October. So
we
I
will
gotta
all
wait. He's more important.
we will all be saying our puppy prayers and watching to make sure that he is okay because our dog has to be okay. He is our dog.
Absolutely. Especially my baby. I can't. I can't.
I
I can't.
know. So
Christy, sorry. Just make sure if you would like to be on, if I have not already, please send me an email and I will send you a link to be a live guest. So I just want to get that out of the, I'm trying to read the comments. So
of
hold on.
course,
They're all yelling at Amber. She was on vacation, said she slept in. I want to make sure. I wanted to make another quilt. Oh, you made Brandon what? Nice. So you know that Melissa, Monique, and Brandon, they're all family.
all related.
Yeah. Isn't
I
that
think
fun?
that is hilarious. I love it.
Well, it's only fair. You guys have to deal with my family when I'm at the farm.
That see, that is the one thing I will spare you from. My crazy is quite enough. I think that is your max capacity for crazy comes in, Michelle.
Oh, that's funny. As far as tutorials and stuff, do you know how to read patterns, or are you a visual
Yes,
person? You do.
I
The
do know how
chart
to read.
written?
I can understand the charts, but I have to have the pattern to support the chart. So
Yeah,
I can do both. But again, that comes from not having the internet teach
right. When you
me.
started.
I
Yep.
taught myself. And somebody pointed out to me recently in one of my videos that I over and under and I switch. I didn't know it was a thing. So I didn't know that I was doing one thing versus the other. I just do what I do and it fits.
Right. I don't
Smash.
think I know what you're talking about.
Um, here we go. No, here we are. Yes.
Yeah.
When you have your stitch right
Yeah.
there and you go into your next stitch, so I wrap over.
Yeah.
But when I pull it through, I pull it under
Yeah.
and pull through, and then I pull under and then I go over. So it's an over under thing and it makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, now I got to see what I do. Hold on.
I didn't know.
Now I got to see.
I
Hold up.
didn't
I'm going
know.
to see. Okay. So I'm doing a half double. Okay.
Right.
So I yarn over,
Wrap
go
over.
in. So I go,
You're an over.
but then is that an under as well? Hold on. In. And then I'm an over.
You're
So
an
I do
over.
over.
I'm an over. I'm an over under.
Well, it just
Yeah.
means you're more versatile.
It just means I'm crazy.
Yeah, aren't we all? Aren't we all? So,
But like I say, I'm self-taught, so you get what you get. The
right.
bottom line is I create a fabric and it seems to look okay. It doesn't look AI.
But you know what? If someone can wear it and it's nice, nope.
I've yet to have a complaint. Mostly
Me
because I think people are afraid of me.
As long as it, right, exactly, Margaret. As long as it looks good. Now, Amber, you really didn't miss much except for Michelle and I fighting with the link. And then we're here.
And here we
So,
are.
and here we are. So you didn't really miss much. What are some of the future goals for your channel? Like, are you going to do different segments? What are some of your goals?
You know what? As this is just my 4th week, I haven't really established what I want my goals to be. Ironically, while I was reading some of the chat, and my kids don't watch my channel. My kids get enough of me. They don't really, they're like, okay, we are, 110 on mom. We don't need any more mom in our life. So I was sharing with my daughter yesterday that a lot of the comments I receive are so kind and supportive and positive about the sound of my voice. Now, what nobody knows is that I have always detested the sound of my own voice. It grates my nerves. It is a punishment on a daily basis to have to listen to me talk in my videos.
Wow.
So that I can make sure that I don't have an echo or a double sounding video. Yeah. Beyond that, I don't want to hear me. And it doesn't help that I talk all day. If I'm not reading, I'm doing voiceovers for the animals, I'm doing voiceovers for the kids. Yeah. I see you, don't talk to me, I'm on live. And yes, I miss Michelle in every aspect. It is what it is.
That's important.
But I haven't set a lot of goals. Like I said, one of the things that my daughter said to me was, Mom, if people are listening to you because your voice soothes them, have you thought about maybe reading a book and pre-recording that, and then, maybe dropping chapters so that they can listen to it in the evening just to relax as they get ready for bed? I said, and when do I have time for that? She goes, Mom, when you find the time, you'll make the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as much as I think I drop pearls of wisdom, my children drop pearls of wisdom.
Isn't that fun?
My kids are hilarious. Like,
and you turn around and you're like, oh, yeah, that's awesome.
That. That's all that. I made
that. And I know many others on here in the chat find your voice very relaxing. Even I will put on videos of yours that I've already seen just to listen to while I'm crocheting because your voice soothes me. Yep.
Wow.
I absolutely do. So, yes, you have a very, very.
Okay, listen, you guys cannot make me cry on my front porch. I have neighbors. I have a reputation to keep. I cannot be on my porch crying.
I have to outdo Manamana for beating me to having you on there.
Well, that is true.
But just a side note, you do the voiceovers for your animals. I highly recommend that you do animal shorts and I've done them. They're on my channel. People love them. Love them. So I'm just saying, you're doing the voiceovers anyway for the animals.
This is true.
Go back in your phone. Go back in your phone to some of the animal videos you have and go ahead and put your voice to it and watch. You crack you up, you'll crack us up. Right now. Okay. I'm telling you right now because people love it. Animal shorts.
I am writing this down.
Animal shorts with the voiceover, and you will get so many people that come to watch that because they love it. They love it. So that's my only advice I'm going to give you. Well, maybe.
Well, I will take any and all advice. It doesn't mean I'm listening, but I will take the advice.
That's all right.
I had somebody tell me the other day something derogatory or inappropriate for whatever they had to say, and I was like, okay, which explains the video. My name is not Susan.
Yes, I watched that one. Yep.
I'm not.
Yeah. And you know,
It's cute how you think I am.
You have a really good outlook on the whole thing. It's a lot like me. I turned on the button to talk into this camera. If you don't like me for me, then turn it off, walk away. Because I am me and you're going to get me. I'm going to sing. I'm going to say silly things. I'm going to drop stuff. I'm going to have my hair sticking up. It's what's going on. It is what it is. And if you don't like my channel, there's a bazillion other ones. Go away. If you do, you are so welcome. And I love having you all here. But I, knock on wood, I have not had one derogatory comment yet. I know there will be. I know there will. It is what it is. People, you can't, what is it? All the people all the time. You can't please all the people all the time.
You can't please all the people all the time.
Right. And I don't want to. And I don't want to. They either get me or they don't.
I'm not chocolate and I'm not Starbucks.
Yeah. One of the comedians says it's all McDonald's. I'm not McDonald's. And that's it. You either come on in, have a cup of coffee with me. And I could see people like clicking off like, oh, well, she's not talking about this or that or crafting or whatever. This Coffee with Kim has turned into a bunch of friends having a cup of coffee in the morning. Whatever we talk about is what we talk about. A lot of times there's crafting in there, but a lot of times this is just a great way for us to start our day. And I love it. That's why I do have my other videos. Come on, go ahead. Let's crochet this. Let's do the block party and stuff like that.
I'm contemplating.
Oh, Melissa.
I am seriously thinking about stealing your idea of the block party and kind of morphing it. I sent Happy Mail to a couple of people.
Nice.
And it was to include a book. And that book is the theme of what I want to do with them.
Awesome.
And I won't name who or what, but just to know. And the other thing I did, because you asked me what am I doing, what goes with my channel. This isn't a goal for my channel. It's a community goal. I always looked at, even before I started, I looked at the crochet community in the YouTube streets as we are this big zip code.
Yeah.
And there are parts of the zip code you don't go to because that doesn't feed your soul or it's just not your area.
Right.
I'm from St. Louis, which is a very diverse metropolitan. And if you know anything about the United States, you know this particular area is dangerous in certain factions. But there are other places right here in St. Louis that are beautiful. Right. I'm fortunate enough that I live in a very beautiful community. We are a fabric of people with different ethnic diversities. We're not so socioeconomically diverse anymore, which means I may be considering an alternate place to live because this is expensive.
Yeah.
It is expensive. But beyond that, I know the places I can go in St. Louis. I know the places I cannot go in St. Louis. My son is the same way. But the YouTube streets are kind of like that. There are certain places that I will absolutely be welcome. And I can do all the things and have all the fun and walk away feeling good.
Yeah.
And there are certain, rooms that I come into and I'm like, oh, no, this is not my space. Hi, Miss Glow. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
I wanted to create a challenge. So I'm in the process of doing that with a couple of creators where I am sending them something to work with.
Yep.
And they have to follow the rules of the challenge. And then once they've done their part, they have to challenge someone else.
Right. I'm on that, right? You sent that. I was on that message.
I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, you are.
Yeah. So stay tuned, everybody. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but I'm in. I didn't even have to ask you what it was about. You're like, hey, I wanna. I'm like, absolutely, let's do that. Whatever it is, let's go. Let's go.
Be careful. Oh, I have to give you a laugh.
Another one?
Just one more.
Okay.
It's always going to be just one more. I don't know who asked me why my channel is called Yes Michelle. Well, of course, my name is Michelle. But you don't say no to me. You just don't.
I will not.
but it's born out of my identity. My birthday is 321.
Nice.
Most people count down 321,
Yeah.
and either something amazing is going to happen or something's going to blow up. That's me. I'm either going
Yeah.
to do something amazing or a bomb is about to go off and you're not going to want to be any part of the shrapnel.
Well,
So,
I'm ready for this bomb. You bring me on. I'm ready. That was so
well,
funny in the chat. You're like, do you wanna? Yup. Let's
yep.
go. What are we doing? I don't care. Send it. Send it. I'll try it.
I think Amber had questions, and
Oh.
I told on who else is in it. Oops.
Oh.
What was
Sorry.
that? I can't see it.
Sorry, Amber. So that's why I say you're a resident of Mama Wench's Yarny Carnival community on YouTube. Yes, we are. So wait a minute. Karen said something that Margaret agrees with. Let me look up here. Okay. If a YouTube channel has too much drama and too much negativity, I walk away. So do I. And
Yes.
While I try to keep it very, I don't want to say personal. I want to keep it personal, but I don't want to dig into like,
who do you like? Who don't you like? I don't do that. And
yeah, and I also don't want to dig into like my medical stuff. I don't want to, I don't want to get on here and be like whining to everybody because you don't want to hear that.
No,
you don't want to hear. And while I would sympathize with whoever's you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. So I try to keep away from that. Every once in a while, I might tell you I'm tired. But I try to keep away from all of that stuff. I try. Sometimes it's going to sneak in because we're in here every day together,
Exactly.
So it could very well sneak in. But I do try to keep it at a higher level of what would I share with my best friends if you were all sitting in a room with me? You know what I mean? That's what I try to do it with. Not what I'm going to share with my doctor.
Yeah. And for me, I've shared the fact that I suffer from depression and anxiety.
Right.
And I do that not from the angle of, feel bad for me or whatever. But it is a connectivity that so many of us who have mental health issues are ostracized and we put on masks. And what I was trying to connect and correlate for people who maybe don't have a diagnosis, we all put on a mask.
Absolutely. And I love that video as well, because again, it's opening up and sharing with us to that perfect limit, to the whole thing. Like you guys all know, I have a bad back. It is what it is. It just is what it is. But I'm not going to sit here and whine to you guys every single day to get sympathy. It's not going to happen. I might do it once in a while. I'm just be like, oh, I can't. No, I'm kidding. I mean, there was the one time I couldn't hide it when I had the reaction to the whatever that crap was I was working with. The resin. When my face swelled up like Jabba the Hutt. Oh my goodness. That was fun.
This was
but I didn't want to not come on and do my show, but I was just kind of like, I need a hot minute here because there's some things, sometimes. And of course, I shared the morning afters Wickstock with you guys. That was a thing.
That was amazing. And see, I love that because being a diabetic now, I can't drink. Prior to being a diabetic, I could drink so much and not be affected by alcohol. I mean, like, my drink of choice was Jack Daniel's straight, no ice.
I have a friend who does that.
I could crush a bottle and still have this exact same conversation with you.
Yeah.
Completely mentally coherent.
Yeah. I get close. It depends. You guys know Lori that's usually on here. I don't know if she's here today. But if she's making the cocktails, it's iffy. She makes me so good. She is my favorite bartender. But I love having you guys, my core group of people. Obviously, I love new members as well, because hopefully they'll get to know us all as a group too and keep going. Yesterday, I had the most people on live I ever had. It was 29. I have not hit 30 yet. But I'm getting there. I'm hoping, you know what I mean? And I'm just hoping
Yes.
that this sharing with other people. So hopefully, here's the thing. It's like the 6 degrees of separation, right? So you take this back to your channel, and 6 of your friends that have never seen me before are going to say, well, let me check her out, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just like has
Yes.
already happened on here. Share your link, because they want to see what we're talking about. And if any of you
Absolutely.
on here right now have not checked out Yes Michelle Crochets, please do. You will laugh, you will get wisdom, you'll get heartwarming stories. It's wonderful. Like I said, I
Man.
turn you on just because I don't want to watch the jibber jabber on TV. I need somebody calming, and I'm crocheting, and that's what I do. So I absolutely enjoy it.
Oh, you make me smile. You make
I
me
love
smile.
to make you smile. I do love to make you smile. So what are some of the projects? I see you're working on a blanket. What's coming up next? What is on your crochet bucket list? What do you want to make?
Okay. I have a notebook full of projects that are sitting there going, you know, you need to do me. And that sounded so inappropriate, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize.
How about you want to do this? How's that? A little
Yes,
bit.
you know you want to do this.
There you go.
And I will get to them. That is totally my intent. I feel really vexed and stressed about the fact that this is taking up so much of my time that I haven't had the opportunity to participate in any of the males and cows that have gone on. The last crochet along that I did was Wine the Yarn Addicts spring thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sitting on my recliner right now. That's the last thing I had the opportunity to participate in. I would love to do my goal to do is 5 boggy blankets for the Boggy Brigade.
Nice.
I will get them done. I know that I will get them done. And of course, I have one more client to accept into my daycare. And then once I find that just right client, I can make a blanket for them. That's a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. So that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I am praying that this year my son doesn't come home on a weekend and go, my blanket has a hole in it. I need a new one. Because Sock Monkey was made last year. I'm not trying to make another one. I will send you a picture of Sock Monkey if I still have it.
All right. I would love that. You also have to put a link to if you have a Facebook group page and stuff like that, I would like a link to that as well. So Manamana, if you got that, go ahead. Go ahead. Put that up there. Go ahead. Rock on. Yes, I'm trying to think of some of the other questions that I've had. So you mentioned like some of the crochet alongs and stuff like that. I have a very hard time keeping up with the Yarn Addict and all of the stuff going on. If it wasn't for Marianne, I would not have known about Hooker versus Hooker. So how do you keep up with what's going on in the streets of YouTube? Or do you just kind of keep to yourself on what's going on? Or do you try to keep up with all the bigger channels and what they're doing as well?
I actually got some advice from a much, much bigger channel who said, you only have so much time. Now that you are a content creator, now that you have the responsibility of balancing all that is your personal life and making videos, you know, if you have goal sets for your channel, those things all have to be addressed in priority to everybody else. I have learned that I scaled back on everybody that I watch. I pop in and pop out. I don't say anything anymore, not because I think I'm, you know, well, I am all of that.
Oh, and a bag of chips. And the bag you are all that in a bag of chips. Don't you forget it.
Thank you. But I miss them. I do. And for some people, I will honestly turn their video playlist on and leave my bedroom. and it plays in my bedroom. I'm not in there. I'm not watching. I'm not even going to lie. But I do that because I'm still in support of what they're doing.
Right. And
But
that's awesome.
and that's the best that I can do.
Yep.
That is the best that I can do.
Yeah.
I want to dive deeper into hooker versus hooker at some point. I think Jan and Lala are a scream. They literally have caused me to hit my inhaler and find out that my inhaler was empty. So I sent them both a message. They owe me an inhaler. I mean
they
that.
are funny.
I'm saying that everywhere.
They are hysterical.
They are, but they are so genuine and so real, and you would just love them so much.
Yeah.
That they are a part of my February 2026 goal. That in February of 2026, I'm going to put my name in the hat to do hooker versus hooker in whatever way my name falls up. So, but not before then. One, the holidays don't allow me to participate in something like that.
Right.
January, I don't do well in the winter in this state.
I don't do well in the winter period.
Yeah, it's not my weather. I'm a spring girl. So if you hit me up in February, by March, I am golden. As soon as the sun's, and I'm not a sun girl. I don't like outside. Insects bug me, literally. But it is for my health. Yeah. It is for my health. I am doing the uncomfortable because I need to. And I'm happy to be able to do it because there may come a day that I won't be able to get outside. And I know that. So until I can't, I will.
Yeah. Oh, good. And I find it very hard. Like, I really try to keep up with the bigger ones, but I have not done not one of Juan the Yarn Addict. None of his crochet alongs because I just can't. I can't get there when he's doing his lives. I can't get there. When Bag a Day does her lives, it's usually after I've gone to bed, so I miss them. I get the replay. It's stuff like that. So I try to know what's going on, but usually, good morning, Michael. Good morning. You are lurking. Very nice. Michael's here.
Which Michael? There's a couple of Michaels.
From MDL Crochet. Yay, he's here with us. But I'm trying to keep up with the bigger channels so that I know what's going on. You know what I mean? But right now, your advice again that you received from somebody else was, now that I'm a content creator, I'm trying to focus on stuff that someone else isn't doing.
I don't care what anybody else is doing. If I'm doing the same thing that they're doing and I know it, I will give homage to them. If I don't know, that means that you need to understand before the internet, a lot of people did the exact same thing and nobody fight them for it. And if you come over to my channel with that kind of craziness, I promise to be nice, nasty, especially nasty, a little bit nice.
Yeah.
I'll say it nicely.
But that's the focus is when you have your own channel, you're trying to come up with new. You're trying to come up with, what's going to make them turn on my channel. That's what I'm hoping Block Party will do. I'm hoping the Block Party. And I'm hoping, stuff, my members only lives, I'm keeping members only because I don't want the replays to be public because my members are that important to me that I want them to have something specific. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to reach, like you said, without doing something that someone else is doing, I'm trying to reach the audience. I remember that Juan mentioned my name when he was my 4th subscriber, by the way. When I first had my channel, because he and I started at the same time, within a month of each other. And he mentioned my channel, I almost fell over. And then he just went, because Crystal and him, you know what I mean? They not collaborated, but so
she shouted him out.
She shouted him out. And it was just, I'm like, I can do this. I can absolutely do this. So I try to get myself to where bigger channels are noticing me but I want to give smaller channels the outlet, like here. This is what I'm trying to do. So hopefully I call the Wednesdays our creators in the craft room with coffee. And I'm hoping that will turn into, hey, I want to be on there. Hey, I want to be interviewed, stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to do.
That was what I wanted to do. But like I said, for me, I have a family that shows up at my door at 7 o'clock in the morning, which makes that impossible for me.
Absolutely.
And, I honor my responsibilities to my families in priority to my passion, because right now this is a passion. It has to be a passion because it doesn't pay.
Right, exactly. And even when it does pay, it's not that much.
I already knew that. I'm expensive.
Right?
I'm
right?
Expensive.
So Karen's saying
you can't be royal and not be expensive.
Karen saying she found me because Juan shouted me out. And now she watches me more than him. That's hysterical. So the more that can roll downhill, here's the snowball effect, right?
Yes.
All right. So because we've been an hour and I don't like to keep anybody longer than an hour.
Wow.
I know my day's already running on without me. Is there any message or anything that you normally you want to say to everybody that maybe hasn't seen one of your videos? Tell them what you're about and get them over to you.
Okay, my elevator pitch. I am Yes Michelle. With me, you're going to get love. Sincere, honest, real love. I am a mom. As that mom, I'm going to mom you. Whether you're older than I am, younger than I am, doesn't matter. I am going to mom you. I'm going to remind you, drink your water, eat your food, do something you're afraid to do. It is okay. I give you permission. If you fail, come back and tell me about it. I'll listen. I love you. Have some fun today. Do not spend the next 24 hours doing something you don't want to do unless you pepper in something you do.
And that is you in a nutshell. Like I said, and I think now everybody has popped over to you. If you have not checked out Yes Michelle Crochets, do yourself a favor and get over there. You're missing it. You are missing it if you haven't been over there. She will mom you, and that's what you want. That's what I look for. I'm like, what's she gonna tell me? Come on. I've already so many things. I'm like, yes, absolutely, yes, I'm going to do that. So share the love, share the yarn, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say goodbye. So everybody remember, be happy, be kind, and be creative. We will see you all next time. Thank you, Michelle. I love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.